Hey, good morning. Good morning to you all. This is yours truly, Patrick O'Cheney. I hope you guys are doing well today. In today's video, I want to share with you guys three things you must know if you are trying to become a vegan, or if you're thinking about becoming a vegan, or you are a vegan, you just started. Three things that you must know, okay? That is very, very important. Very, very important. So this video is for anybody that's thinking about becoming a vegan, that is a vegan, or know somebody who is thinking or is a vegan. All right. So how did this topic come about? Basically, what I'm going to do today is share with you guys my own personal experience as a vegan. Okay, my personal experience and three major things that I learned that I think will be of value to you guys. Okay, nowadays, if you turn on the TV, you cannot help but to come across some kind of information, TV program talking about being a vegan is the way to go. Or if you go online, if you go on Instagram, if you go on YouTube, on Facebook, everybody's talking about being a vegan is the way to go. All right. So I thought to myself, well, let me share my personal experience as a vegan, what I learned and why I am no longer a vegan. That's right. I am no longer a vegan, but I'm going to share with you guys why that is in just a moment. All right. So here's the thing. But before I share my three things, the three lessons essentially that I learned as a vegan, what I want to do is I want to first tell you, give you the backstory, how it all started, okay? How it all started. Now, some of you or most of you already know by now that I'm a personal trainer, okay? I specialize in helping my clients lose weight, get in shape. I've been a trainer now for over 15 years. So basically what happened was I am always constantly doing research, trying to find out the latest and greatest information on how to help my clients achieve the result they're looking for, okay? I want to make sure I'm up to date on the latest info. So if I can find something that will help my clients go from here to here in terms of achieving the result, I am all about it. So a few years ago, it's over 4 years ago now, so I was online, I was on YouTube specifically, and I came across this lady, okay? This lady who had this transformation video. And in the transformation video, she showed how in about 6 months, she went from like really being overweight and having a lot of fat to looking very, very good. I mean, she looked very, very nice. I was very impressed by the transformation. So I started listening to her video and her story. All right. And so as she was telling her story, one thing that jumped out at me was that she said she achieved the transformation without any exercise. She said she doesn't like to exercise. I said, what? Are you kidding me? I mean, because I'm a big proponent of exercising. Exercising with clean eating will help you achieve the result. In all my readings that I have done, right? You know, the science journals and things of that nature. So I was like, wait a minute. How did she accomplish this goal without any exercise? I mean, she looked really, really good, right? So I started listening, and then she mentioned that she had come across a book that she read. She came across a book that she read, and then she mentioned the name of the book. But then the one thing the book highlighted was the fact that she had stopped eating, that eating meat and becoming a vegan is the way to go. I said, wait a minute, are you serious? So, of course, I was very intrigued, right? I was like, wait a minute, I have to get my hand on a copy of this book, all right? So, I went on Amazon, I ordered the book right away. I started reading it. I was like, oh my gosh, you mean it's possible to be able to lose weight, get in shape without any exercise by simply getting rid of meat, by becoming a vegan? I was like, okay, wait a minute. I have to give this a try. I've got to give this a try. So I jumped all in. After reading the book, I jumped all in. By the way, guys, if you guys want to know the name of the book that I read, just in case you want to pick it up and read it also, type in the comment section below book, and I'll send you the name of the book. All right. If you're interested in finding out which book did I read, that the lady mentioned that I read also that helped me become a vegan. All right. So, all right. So anyway, so just type in the comment section below book and I'll get that information to you. All right. So I dove right in. So immediately, I stopped eating meat. Okay. I stopped eating meat. And then the thing was, it worked. It worked. You see, there are two main reasons why people become vegans. Two main reasons. You have one camp over here that do it for the environmental reasons, for the animals, all right, for the earth, so to speak, right? You have that camp. And you have the other camp of people that become vegans mostly to lose weight, all right, for health reasons, but more specifically, oftentimes is to try to lose weight, all right? So I belong in the second camp. I mean, I care about the earth and everything, but my driving force, my motivation to becoming a vegan was to see if truly I can lose weight rapidly without exercising. But now I love exercising. My clients and I exercise all the time, but I was curious to see, well, if I took out meat, how is it going to impact my result, right? So let me tell you what happened. Man, oh man, did it work. So I started it, all right? And as soon as I started it, I was exercising. And in 30 days, guys, I lost about 20 pounds. I mean, the weight came off like that because I was eating a lot of chicken, okay? I'm a big meat eater. When I say meat, I mean like I eat primarily chicken. So I cut it out cold turkey. I went from eating, quite a bit of meat to eating zero meat. So in about 30 days, I dropped almost, I think it was 20 pounds, if not 21 pounds. I can't remember. This was several years ago. And then, but the result was so fast. I mean, I weighed about 233 when I started. And then I went down as low as 209 pounds. So that was a lot of weight. And it dropped really, really fast. So, but then what happened was I discovered certain things that I had no idea about as a vegan. All right. So what I'm going to share with you guys now is, well, if I lost 20 pounds, 25 pounds in a month, why did I not stick with it? Why did I end up quitting being a vegan? All right. And what am I doing now? All right. Why did I stop being a vegan? What am I doing now? So what I'm going to do is share with you those 3 lessons. 3 things you must know before you become a vegan, all right? And then you can decide for yourself if that's a route you want to take. And, if you need to adjust your plan going forward, okay? So here's the deal. So the first thing, if you're ready to know the first thing about being a vegan, type in the comment section below, ready. Okay? All right, so I'm going to tell you. So the first thing, what I discovered very quickly as a vegan is that being a vegan can be very expensive. Okay? Very expensive. Being a vegan can be very expensive. Now, here is the deal. Now, expensive is relative, right? If you're somebody in bad health, you're in bad health, you have high cholesterol, you have all kind of medical situations going on, and you pay a lot of money in pills and things like that, and you become a vegan, well, you might say, well, being a vegan, though it's expensive, is better than being on those pills, correct? So, but in general, I'm not talking about that, but in general, for most people, for me anyway, I'm not sure what kind of money you have, what kind of income you have, but for me, being a vegan became very, very expensive, all right? Now, why is that? How did that become expensive? Well, here's the thing. First of all, anytime you go into the store to buy food, and if you see the word vegan on the food, automatically expect the price to be higher. So for example, if you were used to drinking a regular gallon of milk, and then all of a sudden you become a vegan, and then they add the word vegan, so let's say you were drinking vegan whole milk. You were drinking whole milk. And then you decide to become a vegan. Now they have vegan whole milk. You can expect to almost double the price on that just one item. And then guess what? You have only certain kind of stores that carry vegan products. All right? So you have to go to a special store like a Whole Food, for example, whereby the prices are even higher. Okay, you understand? So if you are somebody that just want to eat rice and beans and potatoes. Being a vegan is cool, right? It's cool. It's fine. It's inexpensive. You can live on, a few dollars just on potatoes and rice and beans because you can buy them in bulk, right? However, if you want to have variety and excitement in your food, right? Being a vegan can get very expensive really, really fast, okay? Because now you have to buy vegan cheese. You have to buy vegan, whatever food product it is that you want, that you desire to eat, right? So, plus also I discovered very quickly it got really complicated from an eating standpoint. For example, whenever went to restaurants, I don't go out to eat a lot, but occasionally I go to eat with my wife and kids. So when I get to the restaurant, I look at the menu, there weren't a lot of options in terms of what to eat as a vegan, right? So generally I end up ordering a vegan burger, which was mostly just beans, with vegan cheese and vegan bread, because there aren't a lot of places, a lot of restaurants, depending on where you live, that have that caters solely to people who are vegan. So that in of itself, got really complicated and cumbersome because guess what? Before we can go out, I have to go online and search for vegan restaurants. All right. Then when I finally find one, which is probably like miles away from where we live, we get to the restaurant, they have to look for vegan meals, right? And then of course, because it's vegan, the price is higher. All right. So going out to eat as a vegan became very, very hard to sustain, right? Plus you're paying more for the food items. All right. So, and then when it came to cooking at home, that became even much more overwhelming. All right. Because now you have to find these specific ingredients that are vegan to be able to make the food. Again, if you're just eating rice, beans, potatoes, you're fine. But if you want some creativity in your meal, some excitement, some color, things like that, you have to be a great cook. And which I am not. My wife is a professional chef, but I am not a great cook. So it became very complicated. Going out to eat became complicated. The prices of food became complicated. I had to find special stores, to get the kind of food that are vegan, right? So it just got to be too much. And then the other thing was, even though you're buying these vegan products, they're not necessarily better for you. You understand? So you can end up eating more calories. For example, vegan cake. All right? You have to understand, cake is cake. Yes, it's vegan, but it's a lot of calories. So people can fall into the illusion that because you're eating vegan, because you're eating a food that's vegan, it means it's healthier. Not true. You understand? So vegan cheese. So a lot of this stuff, now they have this Beyond Burger, all right, that's made in the lab. All right. In my opinion, whenever a food product is made in the lab, it's probably not the best for you, right? In my opinion, right? So it just got really, really involved to go out to eat, to find a restaurant. My food budget went up. Trying to cook became really, difficult to do. I had to get like a vegan recipe book and so on and so forth. So that's the first major thing you need to know when you become a vegan is that you have to be ready to invest a certain amount of money into your food budget. You have to be ready to raise your food budget, especially depending on where you live, right? So that was the first thing I learned as a vegan is that it can be very, very expensive depending on how much money you have set aside for your monthly food budget. Does that make sense? All right, good. So if that made sense, type in "makes sense" in the comment section below. Okay, now the number 2 thing I discovered as a vegan is that supplementation is very, very important. Okay, supplementation is very, very important. I'm going to say that one more time. Supplementation is very, very important. Okay, so one thing I did not realize is that there's certain when you become a vegan, all right. In my case, because I'm not a good cook, and I didn't want to bother my wife to make these special meals for me, right? So I was eating mostly, stuff like quinoa and potato and rice and beans, which are great. But then it turned out that I became deficient in certain vitamins. I became deficient in certain vitamins. So when I had first watched that video from that lady months before, she didn't say anything about vitamins, okay, or or supplements. All right, so I did not think about that. I did not think about that, right? So I just jumped full in without realizing that I had to become knowledgeable about supplements. So basically what happened is this. So I became a vegan. The first month I lost a lot of weight. Like I said before, about 20 plus pounds in 1 month, right? But then I realized, it was weird because my energy level was really, really low. Like my energy level was really, really low. So I couldn't understand. I was like, wait a minute. I'm more than 20 pounds lighter. I'm exercising, but my energy was really, really low. And as a matter of fact, I remember thinking to myself that my mom, who's in her 50s, almost 60s, had more energy than me. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. I mean, that does not make any kind of sense. So I started researching. And actually, it was one day, I was sitting down with my mom, we were talking, and my mom is a nurse. And I was telling her how I was feeling. And then that's when she revealed to me the supplement that I have to be taking to make sure that I maintain my energy level. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? So I did more research and that confirmed what she said. So if you guys want to know, if you're a vegan or you're thinking about becoming a vegan and you want to know the supplements, some supplement that you have to at minimum include as part of your diet plan, type supplement in the comment section below and I'll send you a list of the supplements I had to take to bring my energy level up. Okay, so if you want to know which supplements I discovered you need to take if you are a vegan to make sure that you maintain a high energy level, all right, and you don't become deficient in certain nutrients, also type supplements in the comment section below, and I'll send you the list of supplements I was taking. All right, and the specific kind of supplement you've got to take. If you take the wrong one, it's not going to work for you. All right. So my second thing that I learned from that whole journey is that you've got to become knowledgeable about supplementation. In an ideal scenario, you're better off consulting with your doctor. All right. You want to consult with your doctor to make sure that your levels of vitamins are where they're supposed to be and you don't become nutrient deficient. All right. You really, really have to become knowledgeable. About the kind of food you're eating. All right. Just because it says vegan food, whatever food that is, does not mean it's good for you. Right. So supplementation is very, very important. And actually that goes into the third thing I learned. All right. As a vegan, which was you will lose a lot of weight, but you will lose a lot of strength. Okay? You're going to lose a lot of weight, but you're going to lose a lot of strength also. Now, it all comes down to what your goal is. All right? What your overall goal is. Are you, again, becoming a vegan because of the environment, to make Earth a better place to live, all right? But more than likely, people listening to this right now are doing it because of either health reasons or they really want to lose weight, right? So now the question becomes, what kind of weight loss do you want to achieve? Do you care about the way you look after you lose weight? Do you care whether or not you are strong after you lose weight? Because that matters. That matters greatly. Are you someone that lifts weight a lot and you're concerned about your strength, right? So the reason why I say that because unlike the lady that was on the video that I watched, right, who doesn't like exercise, I love to exercise. Okay, I love lifting weights. It helps me to relax. So what happened was I combined the tip she gave about not eating meat with my exercise, and that's how my result came up really, really fast. So I was eating no meat. I was eating very clean meat, I was eating beans, rice, potatoes, this kind of stuff. And I was exercising a lot. All right. So, which is weird because my energy level went down, right? You would think the opposite will happen, right? But that was because of the supplementation. So after I got on the right supplements, like I was saying earlier, right? It brought my energy back up, right? So, but if you are a vegan, right, and you're not supplementing, okay, your strength is going to go down dramatically. Your strength, that is if you're somebody that enjoy lifting weight, if that matters to you at all. In my case, I love lifting weights. I like being strong. I like to be able to pick up heavy weights and push it around. I like being able to pick up my kids, right? I love that feeling. But what happened was, after I lost weight, I lost it so fast. So over 20 pounds in 30 days, so fast that not only did the fat come off, I also lost a lot of muscle strength. So I lost muscle strength, lost muscle. Okay? So consequently, what happened was I became really weak. All right? So I was exercising a lot, but I became really weak. So I'll give you an example. Before I became a vegan, I would go to the gym, and for warm up, I will put on the squat rack 315 pounds. All right, for those of you that understand weightlifting or lift weights, you know what I mean. So on the squat rack, bar on my shoulders, right, 315 pounds as a first set warm up. I just rep it out, 15 reps, easy. Then I'll go up in weight to like 400 pounds, easy, no problem. I'll do front squats with heavy weight, 315, easy. I have videos that show me doing this stuff, right? But then after I became a vegan, I lost like 30 pounds. Guess what happened? I went back to the gym and I could barely lift 135 pound squat. I could barely do it. It's like, what the heck happened? As a matter of fact, I think I've not even fully recovered. This was several years ago. Because even now, I can't do that much weight anymore. After I became a vegan, my strength just really, really negatively got affected. Also because I didn't understand supplementation. All right? So you're going to see a lot of vegans out there online, on Instagram that lift weights. They'll tell you they supplement with a lot of protein supplements, stuff like that, right? Because when you're not, eating meat, guess what? You need a higher source of protein, especially if you are if you are working out a lot, or if you're bodybuilder, right? Does that make sense? So I lost a considerable amount of strength, and that did not feel good to me. All right, I liked being strong. So being a vegan, I lost a lot of strength. Okay, a lot of strength. So, and it took me a while to even recover the strength, like I was saying earlier. So that's the third thing you got to realize, is that if you want to become a vegan because you want to lose weight, you have to understand that you're also going to lose strength. And because of that, if that is important to you, right? That's important to you. If being strong is important to you, being a vegan, you're gonna lose a lot of weight, a lot of strength. Okay, so you gotta make sure that you pay attention to rule number 2, which is supplementation. All right, and like I said earlier, in the ideal scenario, before you become a vegan or while you're a vegan, you want to make sure you collaborate with your doctor. That way, you make sure your vitamin levels, are where they're supposed to be. Otherwise, you're going to experience what happened to me, which was a drop in energy level, okay? So once again, guys, if you want to know the list of supplements that I had to take to bring my energy level back up, right? Type in supplement in the comment section below, and I'll send that information to you, okay? But remember, energy level is different from strength. You can still have a high energy level with supplementation, but you can still lose a lot of strength, okay? So those are the 3 major things I learned as a vegan. The first one is that it's very expensive. Being a vegan is not cheap. It's very, very expensive. All right? So the second thing is you need to be very knowledgeable about supplementation. Very knowledgeable about supplementation, or become knowledgeable, or collaborate with your doctor. And finally is that, yes, you're going to lose weight, but if strength is something that's important to you, you're also going to lose a lot of strength, okay? So if you like lifting heavy weights like me, forget about it. Unless you make sure that you do the right kind of supplementation, okay? So now, with all that being said, so what happened was I was like, you know what? This lifestyle, being a vegan, to me personally was not sustainable. It just was not sustainable because I could not do all the things necessary to be able to maintain a vegan lifestyle. So I was actually a vegan for about I think 2 plus almost 3 years, right? But just got too much, too complicated, right? So instead, what I'm doing now is a plant-based diet. All right, a plant-based eating lifestyle. I shouldn't say diet. Eating lifestyle, whereby I can eat meat, I can eat a variety of food, right, and not feel A, deprived, and B, going out to eat is much more enjoyable. It's much more convenient. When I go to a restaurant, I can look at the menu and actually have more options. Okay, I can eat desserts without worrying about, okay, is this vegan? Is it vegan cake? I mean, is it vegan milk? Is it vegan this? Is it vegan that? I mean, I can just enjoy life for me, right? So for me, what works better is a plant-based eating lifestyle, right? And with that, I'm able to maintain my strength. I'm back to lifting heavy weights. I still haven't gotten back to the kind of weights I used to lift before I became a vegan, but my weight in terms of how much I lift has gotten higher over time. Okay, it's been over 4 years now, post being a vegan, and I'm finally feeling like myself again. So the moral of the story is that for me personally, being a vegan was not sustainable. I'm more, a plant-based lifestyle is more sustainable for me, right? And my budget too. Okay. And then also I highly recommend, if you're thinking about becoming a vegan or you are a vegan, to make sure that you collaborate with your doctor, okay? To collaborate with your doctor, okay? And also, remember, if you guys want to know the book that I read personally that put me on the track to becoming a vegan, right? Type book in the comment section below and I'll send you the title of that book. As a matter of fact, hold for a second. This is the book, actually. This is the book, all right? I read this book when I decided I want to become a vegan. Okay, this is the book that I read. All right, it's on my bookshelf. So if you want to know the name of the book, all right, put in the comment section below book, and I'll send you the name of the book. That way, if you two want to read it and become more in-depthly informed about being a vegan or how you can eat, all right, and it's got recipes in there too. So that'll be very helpful to you. Again, to get the name of the book, type in the comment section below book, and I'll send that to you. And secondly, remember, if you want to know the supplement that I was taking that helped bring my energy level up as a vegan, type supplement in the comment section below and I'll send that to you also. All right. So if you have any questions about everything that I shared with you today about being a vegan, what it's like, things that I might have forgotten to share with you about, just type questions in the comment section below and we can either talk offline via Facebook Messenger, or I can just answer the questions below or in the future video. All right. So if you have any questions about getting in shape, losing weight, stuff like that, feel free to type that in the comment section below. All right. So that was pretty much everything I had for you guys today. Hopefully you found some value in the information, especially if you're trying to become a vegan, right? So if you like this video, I would appreciate it to like it, okay? That way I stay fired up and excited to bring you more content in the future. Secondly, if you know somebody that's trying to become a vegan and they have no idea what to expect, click on the share button and share this video, okay? Because, if I had known about supplementation to begin with, that might have saved me a lot of stress and hardship along the way, okay? So they'll really appreciate it. And finally, if you have not done so already, if you want to be notified automatically the next time I go live, make sure you like my page. Like my page. That way you're notified automatically the next time I go live. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something from my story as a vegan. If you're trying to become one, best of luck to you. But keep everything in mind that I share with you today. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for watching once again. Have yourself a super duper great day. I'll talk to you soon.